Beloved heart, before we begin, I have a special gift for you. If you've been feeling the intensity of Earth's rising plasma light codes and want to stay centered in your body and heart and energy field, I've created a free light language quantum grounding activation just for you. This transmission will help you stabilize, integrate, and align with the new frequencies flowing onto the planet. Simply join my mailing list. See the link that's in the show notes to receive instant access. Let's ground into the light together. This is the transfiguration of the new you. Hello there, beloved. I'm Monica Bermudez. I'm your host for the podcast Ascended Earth, the transfiguration of the new human. I have a special episode talk about the unicorn magic in relation to the fire horse year that we are about to step into. So I'm recording this before February 17th. But I have so much connection, I would say, with the unicorn energy, but also feeling the energy of Merlin when I speak of magic. He's the one who pops in. So this is going to be a fun episode of energy remembrance and transmission and a journey in the magic that we all hold within ourselves. So today we're stepping into a realm of remembrance, one that feels ancient, luminous, and strangely familiar. We are exploring the sacred connection between the unicorn and the horse and why this connection is reawakening now as the fire horse comes online on February 17, 2026. This isn't mythology or for mythology's sake. This is a memory, collective memory, a soul memory. Now, there's a lot, of truth that is in the mythology and the myths, the legends, the stories that are passed down through a lot of, indigenous different tribes of, or, or ancestral like roots, and I would say there is some truth to some of the information that comes through. And I feel like the unicorn is one of those aspects of stories that there is some truth to it as well. And I feel many will resonate with this remembrance as well. So across cultures and timelines, the horse has always been a bridge between worlds, between the physical and the subtle, between what we can see and what we know. And the unicorn, well, the unicorn is like an etheric counterpart of the horse. Same lineage, same intelligence, and a different frequency. And I do feel they do have that connection. It's like the horse is in its physical form, remain as an aspect of that unicorn that is in another dimension, another realm. Um, so yeah, so as the fire horse awakens, it stirs something within us, a remembrance of magic, of alchemy, of possibility beyond logic. And every time I tune into the word magic, one presence consistently steps forward, and that is Merlin. And the Merlin energy has really been showing up also like in different ways. There's like a whole new remake of the King Arthur show in the which ties in Merlin as well. And it's on a whole new like network, but they remade the whole Merlin storyline. So that energy is starting to resurface again. Now, I don't believe in like coincidence, that things are popping up now. I feel that it is coming online. They come online for a reason. Um, and that reason is the timing of it. It's the divine timing, a synchronicity of things going on, especially um, this year as we're igniting the fire horse. And stepping into like and seeing how the stars and the astrology are lining up in a certain way that have been so unprecedented and like even like hasn't really been recorded in history or you know to know exactly what that date would be for the last time something like this so big would happen, which is one of the episodes that I want to talk more about the energy of it, especially for like February 20. That's why I'm talking about the Great Conjunction, that many of the top astrologers are really emphasizing it so much. And so Merlin is not just like a mythic wizard. Merlin is an archetype of aligned magic, magic in service to truth, destiny, and awakening. And today we'll explore how Merlin, the fire horse, and the unicorn all weave together into this moment in time. So the horses have always carried more than riders. They carry codes of freedom, momentum, and trust. In ancient civilizations, horses were revered not only as companions in travel and battle, but as spiritual allies, beings who could move between realms without losing their grounding. Energetically, the horse represents forward movement that is aligned, not rush, not force. When a horse runs freely and fiercely, there is power without aggression, speed without chaos. That is why, and this is why the horse appears so often in prophecy, in vision, and initiation stories. It symbolizes readiness, readiness to move, readiness to choose a new path. And now we can speak, of the fire horse. We're speaking of a heightened expression of this archetype. Fire brings illumination, purification, activation. And a fire horse does not walk, it arrives. It ignites dormant timelines. It awakens courage where hesitation once lived. And here's where the unicorn enters into this whole phase. So unicorns are not fantasy creatures, they are etheric beings, beings of refined frequency who share the same soul lineage as horses. I would say they are a form of like ancestry lineage to the horse itself, but they do dwell in other dimensional realms. Um, I've encountered them myself through these other realms as I explore the different dimensions. And I sense their energy and they have a very uplifting, joyful frequency of energy, um, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to bring up the unicorn as well in this, because I really feel we need all the support and all the energetic support we can have right now with the ongoing collapse of the systems and also simultaneously rebuilding ourselves too. So this can happen more at the individual level than it would at the collective. But it all serves its purpose because as we do this individually, it also feeds into the collective quantum field energy itself of the consciousness, that is the collective consciousness. So where horses, anchor energy into form, unicorns refine it into light. The horn of the unicorn is often misunderstood as a weapon or symbol of dominance. In truth, it is like an alchemical conduit. It focuses intention. It harmonizes distortion. It restores coherence. So, the fact that the horn is right, like at the center of the forehead of, if you look at the images of the unicorn, that is where it is in the center of the forehead, where it would be in the horse. That is like the third eye center. So it is this intuitive, expressive energy of our projection in our own beingness, um, presence, in ourselves and being able to tap into these other realms and these other multidimensional aspects. So the point is also very magical, I would say. It's almost like a wand of energy. And so I'm tapping into the energy right now. I'm sharing this real time, whatever real time because I'm recording it. But yeah, I'm going into this message about it serving like a wand and a wand that can speak volumes to the heart. So it's almost like the tip of it could connect to your heart and ignite it and bring this uplifting energy. So this is what I'm seeing right now. I'm seeing the the point of the unicorn really tapping into the collective heart of humanity, and it's igniting this whole new energy of magic, uplifting, of love, of strength, and resilience. So if you're willing to receive this, please do so. But that is the magic of the unicorn horn itself. Beloved, if you're craving deeper connection, intuitive expansion, and consistent energetic support, join me inside the Frequency Resonance Lounge. This is a monthly Master Heart Circle, moon ceremonies that includes the full and new moon, and a private community for connections. Link is in the show notes. So unicorns appear when purity of intention is required. It's not purity in the moral sense, but clarity, having that clearness, And that's what it feels like with this, horn of the unicorn. It's like an alignment. That is like a soul alignment, a truth, without distortion. But as the fire horse awakens collective momentum, the unicorn awakens discernment. Together they form a balance. Fire without recklessness, magic without illusion, movement without loss of integrity. And this is why many people are suddenly feeling drawn to unicorn symbolism again. It's not nostalgia, it's timing, it's all divine timing, it's the synchronicity of things. So magic is not about spells or tricks or anything like that. True magic is alchemy. Alchemy is the art of transformation, turning limitation into possibility, confusion into clarity, stagnation into movement. When I speak of magic, Merlin consistently comes forward, and Merlin represents the guardian of the aligned magic. He reminds us the power without wisdom leads to destruction, but wisdom infused with magic changes the world. And that is the wisdom of our inner heart. Merlin worked alongside, kings, as the story goes, the King Arthur, not to rule them, but to remind them of who they were before they forget. And that's what this moment is asking for us. So Merlin is here with us right now to remind us of this. As the kings and queens, that we are the sovereign beings, the sovereign power that we hold within ourselves of the divinity. The fire horse brings the courage to move. The unicorn brings the clarity to move wisely. Merlin brings the reminder that magic flows when intention is clean and heart led. So, this is heart led leadership, taking the reins of the fire horse, leading with intention, and having a clear focus in the direction of your timeline, of your whole new reality. This isn't about escaping reality. It's about upgrading how we engage with it. And so now we're going to do a brief meditation. If you're open to this, of course, to receive this, you're invited to this guided meditation. And there's nothing you need to do or fix or achieve. Simply allow the imagery and the frequency to meet you where you are. So if you're willing to receive, get yourself as comfortable as possible to receive the magic of this meditation, of this transmission through the energy of Merlin and the unicorn and the fire horse energy. It's like a holy trinity of the three coming forward. Begin by bringing your awareness inward, noticing your landscape, your thoughts, your emotions, your sense of presence without judgment. By the way, I will take short pauses in some of these areas only to allow a moment for you to see, integrate the energy and feel into it. but I'm not gonna pause for too long. You can always pause it to receive as long as you desire in the areas that you want to spend more time with. And you can always come and re-listen to this as often as you desire. Doesn't matter when you listen to it or where you are in the world. So before you is a vast open plain of twilight. The sky is alive with color, embers of gold and deep crimson of soft violet, playfully playing into these different forms that look like sacred geometry of movement in the color itself. And it's igniting a remembrance in you, the magic that is within you. And in the distance, you see a movement. A horse made of living fire approaches. It's a sacred fire that is luminous, that is glowing. And this is the fire horse. As it draws closer, you get this sense of possibility opening, an opportunity, or several opportunities. Not forced, not overwhelming, just available. And they're available now. Now, beside the fire horse, another presence emerges. A unicorn that is radiant and calm. Its horn glows softly, casting a coherent light that brings clarity to everything it touches. And you feel this presence in your heart as the tip of this horn points towards your heart, igniting the luminous aspect of your heart-led leadership, igniting that clarity, igniting the love that you hold within, and that expands throughout your whole body. The fire horse represents momentum. The unicorn represents soul alignment, soul and heart alignment. And together they stand before you. And they are integrating together in this whole new form in your presence. And Merlin now steps into the field, not as a figure of authority, but as a guide, a spirit guide. He speaks gently. Magic awakens when you remember who you are beneath expectation and fear. Magic awakens when you remember who you are beneath expectation and fear. Magic awakens when you remember who you are beneath expectation and fear. And the fire horse lowers its head slightly, offering you courage. The unicorn offers you clarity. So you're invited to integrate both of these two energies of courage and clarity within your heart. And there is this spark of light that is igniting within your awareness. This spark represents opportunity, paths not yet visible, solutions not yet formed, hope not yet realized. The spark grows luminous. steadily growing luminous. It becomes a steady flame of inner magic. Merlin reminds you, magic is not outside of you. It moves when you do. Magic is within you. Magic is not outside of you. It moves when you do. Magic is within you. Magic's not outside of you. It moves when you do. Magic is within you. Take a moment to allow this flame to stabilize, to recognize that this magic supports aligned opportunities, inspired choices, and new beginnings. And when you're ready, you may gently come back into the present, knowing that you can return to this connection at any time. As we move forward into this fire horse cycle, remember, you're not here to force outcomes. You're here to partner with magic. And with magic comes synchronicity as well, and divine timing. The horse reminds you to move. The unicorn reminds you to move wisely. Merlin reminds you that magic flows through remembrance. May this fire horse awakening uplift you, restore hope, and ignite the quiet magic of new opportunities unfolding in your life. Thank you for sharing this space with me. Until next time, stay open, stay aligned, and trust the magic that's already moving through you. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to click like, save, and share with others so they can also experience what you just experienced. And stay tuned for some more high vibe episodes. And I'll be connecting with you in the next quantum field, sending you so much love.